Okay, we've already discussed about the pass pawns in the endgame. We discussed about the pawn majority. Now, this is the second part of the same idea. We are going to look into pass pawns. Now, we have a famous position here, 3 versus 3. Your king is further away and your opponent's king is closer. So there's no point for you to thinking about how do I get my king to support my pawn's advancement. It's not going to happen. But you are able to create a pass pawn. And you better, guys, actually try to memorize this stuff. And of course, above all else, understand it, because this kind of stuff is going to happen likely in your end games of your chess career. So the first thing you need, guys, to remember when you have 3 versus 3, in this position now, white's on the 5th, black's on the 7th, boom, you're going to move the pawn in the middle. And they will have to capture, because if they don't capture, obviously, I hope it's obvious for our beginners, we're going to be taken, and then queen is coming. Queen is coming anyway, but let's just exemplify and make it very clear. Now, they took, right? Now, you're going to sacking another pawn. You're going to be sacrificing another pawn here now. How? Well, you're going to play a very cunning little move, which is this h6. What does that mean? You're simply undermining the g7. They can't react by saying, I'm going to take the white pawn or I'm going to move forward, because if it's so, again, you take g7. And if g7 takes on h6, actually that clears the way for this little guy to go forward and actually promote. That's exactly like this. Let me go back now, because you may be wondering, yeah, but what if they took with the other guy? Well, if they took with h on g6, you're going to do it now slightly reversed. Now, you push the f6 here, because again, can't move, can't take, because you're going to be capturing on g7, and then queen is coming. Or if they, let's say, after you play f6, they capture, then you only need 3 steps and you get a queen. So I hope this is clear for you, my friends. And that's exactly how you're supposed to play to win. And now you got a queen. Victory is all yours. Queen is more than capable to be stopping this, guys, from happening. So, yeah. And exactly if it were to be promoting on f, exactly the same stuff. Queen is enough for you to be winning here. Now, how are we going to win this position here with the white pieces? Now, you've got 2 guys here, and they must be connected. There is a passer. It's this guy here on g6. Now, there's absolutely no point to push it forwards, okay? You can't do this, because this is your chance to actually win. You can't mess it up right now. So make sure that this guy is actually safe, and you're going to be pushing the f5, f4 to f5. What does that mean? That the king can't take this pawn, obviously, now, and that's more to this. Actually, the black king will have to stay to stop this white pawn from promoting. What does that mean? That means that the white king is able to actually attack these 2 guys and disrupting them with at the right moment with h4, a4 to a5. So let's just see this in action. King to c3. Notice how the poor black king really can't run away. They can't even play to g5 in order to capture on f5, because if they do, in the minute they touch f5, you have the necessary tempo to running with that guy and get a queen. So the black king can't move away. They always have to stay close to your g6 advanced protected pass pawn. Now, you're going to play very nicely the a5, and again, the same applies to you. You can't say, I'm going to take this guy. You can't do that, because in the minute you take it, black is running down with that pawn, and I think you're going to have some very, very complicated ending here, losing more accurately. So a5, you're disrupting. Now you're able to take this guy. Even if they advance, you are within the promotion square, so you got no problem with this. You will be capturing the black pawn, and not just you capture. More good news is that you're going to be marching here, 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 taking this guy. If the black king moves closer, to remember to protect, you're going to be playing some e7. You're going to be wasting a tempo. The black king will have to move away, and then you just capture this guy. He's simply winning with white here. Very nice, very sweet. Now, let's identify the next scenario, how to play this one correctly, my chess friends. We've got a passer. That is good news. That is 1 pawn free, unchallenged, unstoppable by any other pawns. So that's what we call a passer, a passed pawn that can't be stopped by any other pawns. Now, more good news is that you are able to be creating another passer on the king side, so to speak, by playing the move g5. And now if you inquire, well, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. What if they take here? Well, if they take on h, you're going to be taking this guy. And even if the black king is stepping within the promotion square, they can't be stopping the c pawn. And the same applies if they try to keep an eye on the c, you're going to be going on the h. So there's really no good moves here. And even if they capture, it doesn't mean anything. You're going to be pushing this guy. Again, the black king can't stop two rabbits at once. Let's just call them rabbits, right? Because they're very quick and very jumping now towards the end. So the black king can't really stopping this guy and this guy. So two rabbits can't be stopped. And you're more than able to be dealing with this guy because first thing first, you're going to be promoting for the first one. So that's absolutely fine. Now, you've got a superb opportunity here to be trading off the queens. You're going to be playing a check, checking the king, forcing the black queen to take. Why would you do that? Because you are protecting a passed pawn here. So this guy on c5 is being supported by the pawn. Black king, again, if they want to keep an eye to stopping this guy, because actually they have to, you have more than enough time in the universe to stopping that h passer, which is disconnected. They need the king support in order to stay alive because by themselves, they're not going to make it past this guy, okay? Whereas the opponent's king will always have to stay within the promotion square. So let me just do again the promotion square. You always draw diagonal to the end of the board. Let's do some verticals, some horizontals, and this is your promotion square. The black king has to stay in this position within the promotion square. Therefore, they can't support this guy. And that's how you're winning. In this position here, my friends, can you create perhaps a passer? Of course, you can create a passer here. You're going to go down with this guy. You're not going to be taking because if you take, you're going to have double pawns. They're going to be moving in front and just capture them all because your king will be busy to stopping this guy. So don't take the black pawn because you're not going to be winning. What did I do? I want to go back. That was too quickly. Yeah, okay. I don't think I can go back at this sequence now, but you guys got the right idea. Let's move towards the next exercise here. You also having in this position, my friends, not just that the black king will have to waste the tempo to capture that guy, but you have a pawn majority. And if you remember, pawn majority means you got more pawns than your opponent, either king or queen side, king side in our situation. And you're going to be creating a passer. When you have pawn majority, you got to push, create a pass pawn. You're going to go now h2 to h4. Black had to deal with that pawn because otherwise the king can't marching over. And now you're going to push this guy here. And it just simply doesn't matter what they play at this stage. Let's just continue for the sake of demonstrating this. And now you're going to be moving down the board here. And again, guys, it is white's turn. Let's show the promotion square. It's this one here. And it's your turn. So if you envisage it now, the king can't catch up with your guy. And you're actually going to get a queen. And that's it. Most powerful piece. And you are winning. Perhaps one more scenario, my friends. So let's have a look at this position. Oh, that is so nice and sweet. Now, there's no point for you to keeping the queen on the board. You are able now actually to be creating another passed pawn. Take the queen off the board. The white king has to take. Which one is the passer? That's one passer for you, the c pawn. Now, obviously, there's no point to be pushing this guy because they're going to be stopping you, right? You need to create a pass pawn right at this very moment. And you can by pushing a little bit counterintuitive, but it makes a lot of sense. Because if they capture, again, you're going to be moving the h pawn and the white king can't stop the h and the c passes, okay? Because you are creating actually two pass pawns, okay? So this concept of the ending really must be understood and applied, and you're going to be winning. It really doesn't matter. That one was completely won. Now, there's no reason for you to getting very pessimistic because you absolutely are winning here. You totally winning this position here. Sorry. I'm going to push this guy here, and you may be wondering now, why do we do this? We do this because if the king tries to approach one of your guys, so let's say they're going to go towards this one, you're going to be pushing this guy here. And when they're touching your pawn, you're actually going to go up, and taking. And exactly the same thing happens if they go to the other guy. So now I know they are disconnected and they are separate, but actually the black king can't take any of them. Now you're going to push this guy. If they capture, you're going to be running too. And it just doesn't matter now at this stage because you guys are winning. It's nothing. They can't take. And if you wonder, what do I do now? Or what if they play h6? If they play h6, they simply remove those guys. Just take them. They go back. You just take them back again. Again, can't take because you're going to be moving. And if they try to mess around, it doesn't matter. You just approach it. They can't do nothing. Okay, you're just getting closer and closer to be supporting this guy. They simply can't do nothing. Okay, and if this point is being reached, you already controlling the promotion squares. Game is over. So, guys, I hope that was useful. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Drop me a couple of comments if you want to be seeing some other type of themes on our chess channel. And see you guys during my live streams. Thank you for watching. See you soon.